Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Dark Souls 2 beta playthrough, and I'm getting into a battle on a bridge, and the only thing missing here is epic Gilgamesh music, but look at that! Cheeky bastard arrows all the time. Ooh, that is important to see that, guys. Poor stamina management on my part. He guard broke me, and when you're guard broken, enemies can riposte, and it is a critical hit. It is wicked dangerous. And the cool thing is, turtling online in PvP is just not going to work against somebody who knows what they're doing. And I am not that person yet on this game because I only managed to PvP a little bit and I just completely forgot that I could do that move, so I didn't use it to its full respect. But it's going to be so dangerous. Like, those new players that just hide behind their shield and poke their head out every so often, they're going to be doomed. And I love it. It's such a cool idea. But we're moving back into the woods that you didn't see me traverse, thanks to my capture card being a piece of shit. There's a nice parry. See you later, bro. Oh, and he dropped a rogue armor, so if you want to wear his lumberjack t-shirt, you definitely can. And we're going to be passing back towards the woods, or passing out of the woods, sorry, and towards the ravine. So once again, you've seen this before. At this moment, I'm confusing the layout of the beta because I know there's two bosses and I want to get to the second. Oh, that were bad. So, nice bit of information there. Every so often you can miss depending on height differences on riposts, just like on Dark Souls. Do I do it again? No, this time it hasn't registered. So, I'm trying to think where the other guy is, where the other path to the other boss is. And I've seen it before, I've watched some of the footage, and I'm coming down here thinking it's this way, and it isn't. It's back in the forest, and it's towards that rope bridge you just saw on the horizon if you had keen eyes. So, if you're wondering why I'm coming back here, it's just because I'm not familiar with where I am. So, the cool thing is I get to fight these dudes again, so I get to learn a little bit more. There's a person dressed up as a pyromancer, just running past. This guy should chase me. There we go. I really miss the kick as well. The guard break ability is really cool in what it does, but it just looks so shit, so wicked shit. Did you see that? That was a red soap sign, so that's somebody who's definitely trying to PvP there. There's another one, another PvP sign. I didn't get too much PvP when I played, and at this moment in time I am invadable if anybody wants to try, and no doubt they probably were trying. But my internet connection is pretty shitty, and obviously the servers on the beta were being tested, they were being stress tested, so sometimes it worked perfectly, other times it really didn't. And I am probably getting chased by that big fat dude that I don't think I saw. Something I've not mentioned too, which is probably worth saying. This happened at 6 o'clock in the morning, and instead of going to bed early and getting up early to play it, I didn't go to bed. So this is essentially me on, over 24 hours without sleep, or thereabouts. Fueled on energy drinks, Rockstars, or Monsters. I think it was Rockstar. Rockstars, Double Deckers, and Doritos is my fuel that I was using. So I'm not sponsored by any of those things, but if you want to sponsor me, feel free to do so. I quite like the shit. And this is a new guy. So this person reminds me of a Cantus from Gears of War. I think it's... Oh, you see that? Very lucky on my part that he was just ever so slightly off on that last attack because of the distance. But this guy is really aggressive. And I'm seeing how good he is at defending backstabs. And as you just saw, he's pretty good. So, he's one of the unique people in the beta. And he does respawn. You get to fight him quite a lot. I'm not too sure what that staff is he's using. That was me trying to push him on the ground and it didn't work. There was a nice sight parry. And the riposte with the long sword. Uh-oh. Oh, that would have been great, but it just didn't work. That was a failed unlocked backstab. But I'll forgive myself. There you go. Wooden bolt and a light crossbow. So the crossbow is really good. It's a lot faster, it's a lot smoother, but it's one of those things where I'll probably focus on it when I play the main game, and on the the beta. I just kind of wanted to see what it was like. It's not really my kind of thing. And you'll notice I'm immediately taking... Oh no. What am I doing? I might be conscious of the weight, actually. You can see the little arrow pack on my lower back there. Ooh, this is a cool place. So the guy that I just killed, this is a red phantom version of him. And you'd think it'd be really dangerous, seeing as how I had such a tough time with the standard version. They're not too bad at all. In fact, I wish these guys respawned, because I really enjoyed this fight. You'll notice I'm not going for parries because I don't risk it. Which is a shame, because once I'd beaten the bosses, I kind of felt like there was nothing left to do. And I would have liked to have come back and fought these guys, but they weren't there. And then I could have tried to parry them and I could have been a little bit more reckless, but when somebody gives you a time limit to do something, you're always going to be consciously racing a little bit. So I'm trying to hit a spawn point, and I did it then. You see that? God, I don't think I saw him. Or did I? Yeah, I did. And this guy's got a whip. So look at this. It's weird though, every time they hit you, it sounds like you're bleeding. It's always really gushy. And even when the visual isn't so gushy, it's still really gushy. Like, it's an interesting sound effect. Like, I hit him, and it only makes a big slamming noise, like I'm hitting him with a car door, but he touches me with that whip, and it's almost as if I'm an extremely excited squirter. But there we go with the backstab. I'm a big fan of the particle effects when they die. Only criticism so far of deaths is that they don't leave the bodies behind, so you can't ragdoll them about, but From Software did say in an interview that that was in the game, so maybe it's only specific things that you can kick around, maybe like the rats or something. But here comes another dude, another whip dude, and he's going to get backstabbed because his recovery frames are massive. There you go. Very easy enemy to, and you can chain this enemy too. I don't know if I'm going to show you a successful chain. No, I'm not. But one of the things I noticed on the E3 build was when the enemies are standing up, they stand up really rigidly. And on Dark Souls, they used to turn with you. They used to compensate so that you didn't chain them. Which was a consequence of the way they designed the game. Because if you've ever been backstabbed by a player, if you don't touch the pad, your character will turn and rotate to face them. And it was just a design part. It was just a mechanical touch. And the AI got it as well. And on number 2, they don't seem to have it. And the guy... in fact, all the guys you could do it to. Oh wow, I did try a parry. It looked kind of cool as well. What does he drop? Radiant life gems and more life gems. A lot of life gems. Not that it's going to fucking save me. Because this next bit is hilarious. So that right there is the Dragon Slayer equipment, which I believe is the Temple Knight gear, or the gear. Yeah, it's the Temple Knight gear, or whatever the hell that guy's called. Because it's just given me everything. It's given me his shield, and his shield looks badass. It's given me his little axe thing, and it's given me his outfit. So I'm checking just to see what the stats are on it. Oh, do I put it on? I do. Interesting. So I'm probably putting it on so I can just see the moveset again, because it's been a while since I've seen it. I like that weapon as well. I think it's a cool weapon. It's not very strong though, if I remember correctly. So that over there, you probably saw the shiny just then. That is a balcony that you can get to at the beginning of the game, of the beta, should I say. And yes, you can fall off this bridge. And you're no doubt going to know what happens when you come to the Undead Purgatory. There is a giant, Havel-esque dude with a Demon Souls-worthy sword and shield. So this guy looks completely ripped out of Demon Souls. He's got the steel shield, he's got the bloody Dragon Bone Smasher equivalent, and he hurts a lot. That right there was a shield bash that guard broke me. So this is my first real mistake of the demo. of the demo, of the beta, sorry. It's underestimating the rushdown. Because he does not give a single fuck.